before I get into this video, you back with Wealthytrev, Rich is temporary, wealthy lives forever. And this one, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, for a nigga not in the streets, all that, blah blah blah, that's cool. And I understand bullets that don't got no name. And I can't be mad because they hit the target they were supposed to hit, but they hit more. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause no 5-year-old no 5-year-old should die from gun violence. I'm not sorry to say it. It's just that simple. Like, no 5-year-old should die from gun violence. But yeah, this was a side case. Like I said, being in the streets, you know your time could be coming. Like they said, either life or death. But let's get right into it.
Were murdered at a car wash in the Fort Worth suburb of Forest Hill.
Sky 4 video shows dozens of evidence markers around a maroon Challenger. Also, a vacuum still laying in the front seat. Fort Worth and Mansfield police were on scene to help with crowd control. Raw emotions as loved ones rushed to the car wash. Cries were heard as people leaned on one another.
When is gonna stop? He didn't target nobody. He was a family man, and he was going around rapping. Okay.
I'm sorry. I gotta say this. That's what he showed you guys. I don't know what he was really doing. You don't know. You obviously sound like you don't know what he was really doing. Cause people don't get gunned down for no reason. I'm sorry. I gotta say that. I usually hate when people say that. Like I can't lie. I hate when people really say it. Like, people get gunned. Nah, people understand. People get bystanders get hit. But people don't get gunned down like that for no reason. Like, chase you down, but that's not for no reason. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out, because that shit would get me tight.
Why would you target him? He didn't bother nobody. And a baby, his baby.
The baby, you're right, but stop. You don't know if he didn't bother nobody. The baby, you're absolutely right, though.
March 3rd, 2025, at approximately 10:49 a.m., Forest Hill police were dispatched to a shooting incident at a local car wash in the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive. Upon arrival, officers discovered a 30-year-old male laying on the ground suffering multiple gunshot wounds. He'd later be identified as Chucky Smith, but more commonly known as the Texas rapper Get Money Lil Ronnie. Inside of his vehicle, officers made a horrific discovery. His 5-year-old daughter had been shot. Officers tried life-saving measures on both of them, but
Like, that's where it really get bad. Like I really, yeah, it's fucked up. It's like, I got nothing. It's nothing to justify that as a HUD nigga. Like, even if you're in a gang, like, I know it's some gang rules. I don't know them, but I know it's some gang rules. But that's like, I mean, you chose. I don't know, but yeah, it's sad.
Both of them would be pronounced dead at the scene. Preliminary investigation revealed two shooters wearing blue jeans and gray sweaters exited a white 4-door Kia. Ronnie's vehicle was parked within a bay at the car wash, and while he was vacuuming his interior, the shooters approached on foot and opened fire. Surveillance video would hit the internet showing they fired from close range as Ronnie took off running across the parking lot and away from his vehicle. Ronnie would keep running, making his way to a dumpster where the two shooters who appeared to be fleeing came back. Standing over Ronnie, one shooter would again open fire, dropping.
You hear that? Like, he ran away from his car. He did the right thing, because he obviously knew his daughter was in there. So he tried to keep further distance from his car. And they got in the car, went around, and chased him down still. Nah, I'm lying. They chased him down on feet. Like, I don't know what you did, but they wanted you. I'm sorry. Sorry to say, it's like honest reaction. Like, it's just damn, bro.
To the ground. The second shooter would go behind the dumpster, off camera, and it can be assumed he also fired into Ronnie while he was on the ground. With both shooters running off, Ronnie would make one final attempt to run, but only last 5 seconds before collapsing. The same day of the shooting, police would announce a suspect had been identified, and an active capital murder warrant had been issued. 2 days later, police would identify both shooters to the public. 24-year-old.
That 48 hours. You gotta get away in that 48 hours, boy. Nah, gotta get away in that 48 hours. I'll say that. Shit. But nah, this was crazy.
Adonis Robinson is a convicted sex offender who was released from prison in August of 2024. He'd be convicted of sexual assault and failing to comply with sex offender registration. Apparently, he was 19 years old at the time of his arrest, while his victim was 55. According to a news article from 2019, a woman was jogging a trail when she passed a man wearing a hoodie pulled tight over his head.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. You know what I don't get about y'all little like, that's, I'm not even gonna say that, but I don't, your first charge is wild. Like, what the fuck? Nah, your first charge is really different, bro. Like, I can't even lie to you. Like, you 19, you couldn't get no ass. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, go pay for a prostitute. Like, what's wrong with it, man?
She was attacked from behind as he threw her to the ground, hitting her and threatening to beat her unconscious if she didn't stop screaming. She continued to fight back and scream as he tried pulling down her jogging shorts. Someone nearby heard the screams and came to her aid as the suspect saw them and ran off. During the attack, the suspect dropped his phone charger, and DNA on the charger would trace back to Adonis. Surveillance video from a nearby cell phone store would show he bought the charger hours before the attack. 21-year-old Jacoby Russell has prior convictions for unlawfully carrying a weapon, assault of a pregnant person, and assault with bodily injury.
You hit your baby mother? She wasn't trying to have. Nah, let me stop. She didn't take that plant. Let me stop. Let me stop. But all y'all niggas, yeah, y'all crash outs. I ain't gonna lie. This is definition of they crash out from young. So.
In 2023, he beat his child's mother by striking, scratching, or dragging her with his hand. A plea deal would leave him on probation for 3 years, but only months later he'd be arrested for shooting a man. Another plea deal would spare him from prison, reducing his crime to a misdemeanor and sentencing him to a 1-year labor sentence, meaning once a week he had to work at the sheriff's office. He decided not to go and had a warrant out for his arrest at the time of the car wash shooting. It would seem the system failed its Texas citizens, as neither man should have been in society after one attempted a rape while the other beat his pregnant girlfriend and then shot a man. The internet would heat up when photos of Jacoby next to Texas rapper CJ Casino were found. This would make a connection that would leave fans spinning theories as to who was responsible for getting Ronnie killed. But instead of focusing on the hypotheticals, what we need to focus on is accountability. I can't say what made Ronnie a target. It could have been his affiliation to the rapper Go Yayo that got him killed. But he was at a car wash in the morning with his daughter when shooters opened fire. It's become normal for anyone involved in hip-hop, from rappers to producers to even DJs, to expect violence because it comes within the culture of hip-hop. So a 30-year-old father can be considered careless for even having his daughter in the back seat. Normalizing violence leaves men not having the ability to be fathers, as their lives are constantly in danger. And in this situation, I don't think the shooters knew that little girl was in the car, but the thought of what if didn't stop them. I can't think of anyone that isn't disgusted with this story. A 5-year-old girl being gunned down with her father. Her last moments in the back of a car while his were on.
Yeah, the story, yeah. That's what niggas... That's what we really mad about. Like, damn, bro. Like, y'all hit the daughter.
Pavement. At the end of the day, killing is killing, and every day the wrong people get shot. But who's actually to blame? If the shooter
I was in Gaza up to last March. During my time there, we started the orphan care program.
If the shooters were locked up back when one tried to rape a woman and the other shot a man, they wouldn't have had the ability to kill that little girl. If the so-called
I agree with that. That's some true shit. I ain't gonna lie. I agree with that.
street code was real, the shooters would have got punished for targeting women in the past, but they didn't. Everyone can
That's what I was saying too. Like, I thought there's some code to this shit. Like, nah.
claim women and children are off limits, but the reality is the streets knows no limits. Any and anyone can fall victim, and whoever's left either seeks revenge, continuing the cycle, or attempts to pick up the pieces. As for the two shooters, on March 6th, 3 days after the shooting, cell phone video would emerge of multiple police vehicles at a Chevron gas station in Livingston, Texas. Livingston Police, Fort Worth Police, and Texas Rangers would place a man and woman into custody, with police having confirmed the man was none other than Adonis Robinson. It's unclear at this time if the female will face charges of accessory. On March 7th, Jacoby Russell would be arrested in Fort Worth, and the chase officially came to an end. With both men facing capital murder charges, under Texas law, they can face execution, which I can't imagine anyone protesting.
They might get the death penalty. Like, reality, yeah, they might get the death penalty. I can't even lie. Yeah, they might get them out of here. That's tough. Yeah, they did what they did though. So.
A GoFundMe for the mother of the little girl that was taken will be pinned in the comment section of this video for anyone wanting to donate. A picture posted to Ronnie's Instagram would show his daughter with another little girl, and the caption would read, "My baby girl couldn't stand the fact that her friend was sad. This morning her daddy couldn't make it to Donuts with Daddy, so you know we let her know it's okay to join us and she can snap it up, and that changed her whole mood. My little Valentines, literally." A small act of kindness by Ronnie and his daughter would be returned after their tragic deaths, as that same little girl sent a video expressing how she misses her friend.
I missed you at school today, or Mommy. I love you.
Now this is one of the saddest deaths within hip.
No, I can't even lie. That was sad. Well, that's all I got for you today. You have Wealthytrev, Richard Temporary. Wealthy lasts forever. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment. But it's just a tragic case, a tragic outcome. Like, at the end of the day, nobody won. 2 people died, 2 people in jail. Like, I don't get, like, what? I don't see no good outcome. But we out of here, man.